All right, everybody. Joining us now is Clemson head coach Dabo Swinney. We will start off with start off with opening statements from him before going to questions. Whenever it comes time for questions, please make sure to identify your name and outlet when doing so. But before we do, we will turn it over to the head coach. Coach.
Okay, well, obviously incredibly disappointed with the outcome of the game. Congratulations to Georgia. That was a heavyweight fight. Really tough matchup, just like we knew it was going to be. The new points were going to be hard to come by. I'm super proud of our defense. I thought they just battled their tails off. Games like this are just usually a few plays when both teams are really talented and both teams are playing with that type of toughness and physicality. And our defense was tough. They were physical. We gave ourselves a chance. We got a big turnover. It was really disappointing because we were in field goal range there. And we ended up taking a sack, which we should not have done. And then we get the big turnover on the punt team, Jack Maddox. And just couldn't capitalize. They got the turnover and got the touchdown. So, that's the difference in the game. Both offenses kind of had some heavy work against these defenses, and we just didn't do a good enough job offensively when the opportunities were there to take advantage of. But it was a tough game for sure. But I'm just really proud of our guys. I'm proud of how they played. I'm not proud of some of the execution in some areas and some of the critical mistakes. But their enthusiasm, their toughness, their will to win, their passion, their belief, those are great things. That's a hard game. And, had we won the game, we'd still had a lot of mistakes. Georgia will be watching the tape, and they're going to see a lot that they got to improve and get better from as well. Both these teams have a chance to be great special teams. And I think the season will prove out to be that. But for us, all of our goals are still in front of us. This hurts because this is not the outcome we want, but when we step in the ring, in games like this, these are hard ones to win. And again, you got to make the critical plays and the critical moments. We didn't do it. They did. So congratulate them, but we'll show back up Monday and we'll get back to work. This is going to be a heck of a football team coming together. I don't have some of our best players that maybe didn't play quite as well as they'd like tonight. This is going to help them, no doubt. This will help us, grow up sooner and quicker because it's going to be a tough season. It's going to be a lot of competition, but every goal for the Tigers is still out there. Same thing for Georgia. But we all got to move on and get ready. I'm excited to get back in the Valley. I really appreciate our fans. Our fans were amazing. It was just an awesome environment. This was a great experience for our team. And again, not the result we wanted, but I'm proud of our guys. I'm proud of how they competed. And we'll all get better and grow from it. There's no doubt in my mind. But with that, I'll take your questions.
Hey, Coach Trevor Gross from CUTigers.com. The decision there to go forward on 4th and 5, you had all 3 timeouts and about 5 minutes left. Did you go back and forth on that? What went into that decision?
Yeah, it was 4 minutes, whatever. But yeah, we had all 3, and we did talk about it. But we felt like we were in a good rhythm. We just missed we had the 3rd down play, and we dropped the ball there, and but we felt like we were in a good rhythm, and just just trying to stay aggressive and go win the game. We thought we had a good call, but certainly that's something you can definitely second guess right there, and punt the ball and maybe get it back with a little bit of time to go score. Definitely it didn't work out, so that's on me. We hit it, and it's a great decision. Those are in-game tough moments, tough decisions, and again, with the rhythm that we had right there and the play call, we felt like we had them a little bit on their heels right there. So didn't work out, but so that's it.
Dabo, this is Larry Williams. what's your insight into how, I guess, out of sync sometimes DJ and the receivers were, sort of the miscommunications and wrong routes, I guess, and things like that?
Yeah, well, the pick six was on the receiver. He really is supposed to sit down and turn out. It's an option route, and he has an option there. And he chose to run a slant. And if you're going to run the slant, you have to run it off the defender, and you have to be flat. You can't. If any time a defender beats a receiver across the face on a slant route, that's all on the receiver. So just didn't make the right decision, and it was a critical play. DJ gave it all he had, incredible effort to try to go make the tackle, but great play by them and a bad play by us. I mean, like I said, they brought us Sam Fire and had a heavy off inside leverage player with safety, and it's a turnout, sit down, easy throw and catch, and JR chose to run the slant there, and again, if you make that decision, you have to come flat. You have to run it off the defender. So that's on us as coaches there. We've got to do a better job. And, we'll learn from it. That's a big critical error. And again, in a game like this, and then we had some plays where we didn't have the right timing as far as quarterback throwing quick game when it wasn't quick game, and just some miscues, some first game miscues. And listen, when you're in a game like that, the margin for error is incredibly small. And it's the same for Georgia. They're going to have the same stuff on tape. But that one play was the difference. There were a lot of bad plays, but it comes down to just 3 or 4. And we didn't make 3 or 4 critical plays when we had the opportunity, and they capitalized. So we got to get better. We missed some plays. DJ, I thought, didn't really settle in until about 2.5 quarters of the game. And he's a young player, and he's a great player. And this will. I promise you, that guy right there will respond. And he's disappointed in how he played the first couple of quarters. But I tell you, the last quarter and a half there, man, he was awesome. He did some really good things, but he took a couple sacks that he can't take. So there's a lot of things that he'll see on tape that he's going to improve from. And all those guys. This is again, you lost to a really, really good football team in a slugfest. I mean, an absolute fist fight out there. They made a couple more, body blows than we did, but we'll go back to work. We'll look up somewhere down the road. And, we will see a lot of growth from this game. I don't have any doubt about it. All of us.
Dabo, I'm wondering, with the way your offensive line played at the end of last season against Ohio State, and then again, obviously tonight, Georgia obviously has a great front. I'm wondering if that's an area of concern for your program going forward, that you weren't able to establish any kind of run game again, and that they were able to exploit you on some blitzes tonight.
Well, disappointed, certainly that we didn't play better. But again, Georgia's a great front. I mean, they're incredibly talented, and so are we. And again, if we don't give up the pick six, it's a 3-3 game coming down to the wire right there. So, yeah, there's no question we got to do a better job. And it was a tough challenge for us out of the gate. Started a true freshman at left guard, and I think it's going to be a great player. There's going to be some good and bad on tape. We've got to do a better job as coaches, making sure we put them in position to be successful as well. But, I'm not going to put my head down and write the season off because we lost 10-3 to a top 5 team, a great team. This was 2 really good football teams tonight, and that's going to prove out to be the case as we go through the season. So, tonight they made a few more plays than we did, but I thought our D-line did a heck of a job as well. But we've got to grow. We got to grow up from it. And, I think we got the right guys in there. We weren't able to play a lot of guys tonight. Just didn't have a lot of snaps. Again, we had 7 plays in the first quarter, and just the field position was just horrendous. The punter was amazing. So we played backed up, and kind of limited when you backed up against a group like that. But we'll get better. We'll get better. No doubt, a lot of mistakes, and we'll get better from it.
Yeah, but you've built this program on explosive plays and explosive players. How frustrating was it to have to play that way? You can't forget the result, but you know, have to win a grinder like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's very frustrating, and we, got a lot of explosive guys, we just got to put it all together. And again, it was a tough opener, and we could have played somebody lesser or whatever, had a bunch of plays, and everybody's all excited or whatever. This is a tough matchup out of the gate. We just didn't have quite the consistency and rhythm and the timing, and just didn't play as well as we're capable of playing. But we're going to be an explosive group. We're going to be a balanced group. So this is one game. It's the opener. We didn't get it done. We'll move on to the next one, and then we'll go from there. This team will be judged by what we do throughout the course of the year, in the postseason, and so forth. Not by what happened tonight in one game. Definitely disappointing, and there's a lot of bad on tape, a lot of bad, that we got to improve from. We will.
Yeah, but what was the story with Lyn-J Dixon? Why so late inserting him into the ballgame?
Yeah, he was out the first half for team rules.
Coach,
Brendan Marcello with 24/7 Sports. With the pressure that obviously Georgia was getting from that front four tonight, how do you think DJ handled that, knowing that it kept coming and he was able to stand back there and manage to get some place for you?
Yeah, like I said, the first part of the game, I think he was affected some, but I thought the last quarter and a half he responded, and that's really what you want to see from your quarterback. I mean, again, this was a tough matchup, and you want to see a guy respond to the success, and you want to see him respond to the adversity. We didn't have much success for 2.5 quarters there. We had a lot of adversity, but he got better. He didn't get worse, and that's what you want to see in a young quarterback. And I'm proud of it. I mean, he made that 3rd and 9 throw to Ngata. That drive we put together, wish we could have converted down there, but 2-score game, we gave ourselves a chance and just didn't capitalize. But he got better, and I'm proud of him. And there's nobody that cares more. This is an incredibly talented player, and that'll prove to be the case as he goes through his career. This will be one that's going to grow him up even quicker, for sure.
Dabo, curious why there was so little quarterback run game, I guess, particularly there near the end zone. Was that just because y'all were trying to settle him down, or maybe Georgia's speed, or?
Yeah, we had a 2 or 3 quarterback run stuff. We had a big missed block on the quarterback counter for a TFL, and then he had a couple of nice little runs and gainers, but we just tried to do what we felt like we needed to do throughout the night. And there's a lot of things we can go back and second guess and say this and that. The main thing is we have to execute what we call, and we just did not execute with the type of precision. Yeah, you can get away with that against maybe some lesser teams or something, but when you're playing a top 5 team, you have to execute with precision, and unfortunately we didn't do that tonight in any area. So, but even with all of that, it's a 10-3 game against a great team. So I think, again, we've got a long season ahead, and this one game is not going to define us. It's going to develop us into what I know we're capable of being.
Coach, it's Trevor again. Ngata had 110 of your 180 total yards. I would think that of all your players, it had to be great to see him have a career night like he had.
Hell yeah, no doubt. Super proud of him. It's great to see him healthy. Great to see him, have a night. That's going to be huge for him. That's what we've seen in practice. And, we obviously didn't have him hardly at all last year, where he really completed a game. And so just awesome to see. I think that's going to be big for his confidence. And really proud of Justyn too. I mean, I'm happy for him. I'm grateful that we all got a chance to see him. I know he's really disappointed in that one critical play, but man, I'm just grateful that he was able to go play and make that critical play. And so, he's a special player. Again, we did some good things in the game, but all in all, we just weren't able to get in any type of rhythm. Again, 7 plays in the whole first quarter, backed up, just never got the type of rhythm, field position that we wanted outside of off the turnover, and we didn't capitalize. We took a sack.
Hey, Dabo, it's Chris Idell from Herbertson Radio. Sorry for the tough loss tonight. I just joined in a little bit later. DJ threw that interception around the late second quarter. What was the read on that throw? Was he trying to fit it into a square hole, or what happened?
No, that's on the receiver. The receiver should have sat down or turned out as an option route. And he chose to run the slant. And, which if you do that, you have to cross face, and he did not cross face. And the play, the guy was off and heavy inside, and he drove on the ball. And at worst, if you cross face, it's just an incomplete and a collision right there. But great play by their safety, great play. And, that's just the receiver putting the quarterback in a bad spot. Just that simple. So it's an option play all the way, and we just didn't make the right decision.
We'll take 2 more for Coach.
Dabo, can you just talk about the defensive scheme? JT Daniels said that you really crossed him up tonight with that.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
And could you talk about the defensive scheme? Your pass coverage dropping 8. Daniels and Kirby said you guys really crossed him up with that.
Well, we felt like that. We matched up well in the run game, and we did. We kept putting the defense out. I wish we could have done a better job, especially in that first half of keeping them off the field. But we dropped 8. We had a lot of stunts and twists. We were able to get some pressure. Murphy came one time around on a little twist there and got him. Did a good job, but just changing up, trying to give them different looks, because again, we felt like if we could manage the run game and get them out of what they really wanted to do, we matched up well. We had a couple of critical penalties that hurt us as well. But again, all in all, I thought they did a heck of a job. I thought we matched up well up front. Again, played physical. We did not do a good job on the little bunch set toss sweep. They got us on the edges there a couple of times. So that's something we'll have to clean up. Created a couple of extra gaps that we didn't fit up right. All in all, I thought they did a good job, and made him hold the ball a little bit and get rid of it a little quicker than he wanted to as well.
We'll take one more question for Coach.
Dabo, Andrew Mukuba, true freshman, obviously played a ton of snaps tonight. Just how you thought he played?
Well, we'll see the tape, but I thought he played well. I know we had a couple. We had one big hit, and what a special kid he is. Starting from the Tigers, safety, one of the most difficult that there is on this team. Incredibly difficult position. A lot to learn and process, and just tells you how hard he's worked, his mental makeup. He's been here since January, but he's a dynamic football player. He's going to have a great career, a lot of great moments ahead, and I'm really, really proud of him. I really am. So, and same thing, we started Marcus Tate, a true freshman at left guard. Has a baptism by fire out there tonight, and anxious to watch the tape. He's going to have some bad plays on there, but man, what a good player he's going to be for us as well. So, didn't get to play as many guys as we would have liked to have tonight. So hopefully we can get some guys, some more opportunity. I'm not sure yet on some of the guys that got banged up and hurt or where they are, but it'll be good to get Tyler back. We missed him tonight. Hopefully we'll get Nolan back here soon.
All right, with that, we'll wrap Coach up. For everyone that would like to continue, please head to room 1 to speak with DJ Uiagalelei and room 2 to speak with linebacker Baylon Spector. Thank you all.
Thanks, Coach.